Good evening, beautiful souls. Here I am again with another Ask a Nurse. And this topic that we're going to talk about this time around is the meniscus. Somebody on YouTube, a friend of mine, said that her knee was hurting. She went to the doctor. They're going to do an MRI or a CAT scan, and they think it's her meniscus. So, what is she talking about? She said she couldn't craft this today because she has to elevate her knee. She can't put any pressure on her knee. So let's look that up. I have this beautiful book here. I love looking in this book. Somebody actually bought me this book. Distracted Me. Got it for me for a gift. Oh, let's see what we got here. Let's look up the knee. Alright, I have it already marked. This is a beautiful book. Let's look at this picture right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're going to talk about here. Now, what is the meniscus? First of all, what is your knee? What is your knee comprised of? Well, this is your femur bone. Right? This is the top of your leg. And this is your tibia. This is the bottom part of your leg or your knee. Right? So the two bones come together and there's ligaments in your knee. Alright? And the ligament that we're going to talk about today is the lateral meniscus, which is right here. Let's go even closer. Can we go closer? Yeah, that's better. All right. Pay attention. It's going to be a quiz. So, the part that she's talking about is right here. This is the lateral meniscus, and this is the medial meniscus right here. Now, she said that they think it's her meniscus. So I have several questions for you. And of course, this can only be answered on if they do a CAT scan or an MRI. But my thing is, did you just injure the meniscus? Did you just fall and slip on the ice and bruise your, injure? Or did you actually tear it? Now, if you tore it, it can be corrected with surgery, providing you didn't tear it too much. But we injure our meniscus oftentimes as we get older because we have arthritis, right? Like arthritis sets into your knee. So arthritis gets in the way and swelling gets in the way of your ligaments there. And it causes pain. Alright? So you see the picture on the left-hand side of your screen. You see a healthy meniscus. That's what we're looking at here. It's a C-shaped ligament. So on the top, you see we have a healthy meniscus. And on the bottom, we have a torn meniscus. See that tear in the center of that C-shaped picture? That is a tear. Now sometimes we tear it so much that we can't stitch it back up. You can't have surgery. But anyway, that is what a meniscus is. I just wanted to come online and show you that in real pictures, in real time. It's always fun to look at these pictures, and such a lovely book for me. So, what are some things we can do for a torn or injured meniscus? Well, we do what is known as RICE. All right, RICE, RICE. The R stands for rest. So the doctor might have told you to come home and get off your knee and get some rest. R stands for rest. Now, I stands for ice. So the best thing you could do is put ice on that knee. All right, put ice on that knee. The C stands for compression. So wear some compression socks. You might say, hey, Annie, I don't have any compression socks. Well, if the best you can do is to wear some knee-high socks, then go ahead and wear some knee-high socks, right? You want to compress that area. When we compress our legs, our muscles in our legs, it helps with blood flow. Blood carries oxygen. Whenever we have a injury, you want blood to flow to that area. You want oxygen to flow to that area. The more oxygen we have to a wounded area, the quicker the healing will be. So that is the point of compression socks, right? If you don't have compression socks, wear something tight. Wear some type of knee-high socks, something like that. Pantyhose, until you can get some decent compression socks. And then E stands for elevation. E stands for elevation. Now, Destiny, you're probably going to go get your CAT scan. You're probably going to go get your MRI. The doctor's going to tell you whether you injured it, aka sprained it, bruised it, whatever, or whether you tore it, like you see in that bottom picture there on the left-hand side. Do you have a medical concern or perhaps a question or a situation that you think a retired nurse could help you with? Email me to the email you see on your screen. If you want to be anonymous, please let me know in the email, and I'll see what I can do. So, if you tore it, that's going to set in, even if the doctor does do surgery and fix it. You're always going to have a little bit of problems with that knee. Arthritis is going to set in, or it's, going to swell. You're always going to have a little bit of problems with that knee. So this is going to be a long-term problem. All right, so how can we, help ourselves in the long run? Well, like I said, the ice pads will always help with the immediate swelling whenever your knee gets swollen. Of course, rest, rice. But also, don't forget to ask your doctor for NSAIDs. What are NSAIDs? NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That's what NSAIDs are, okay? And NSAIDs are non-narcotics that help with fever, swelling, and pain. They do all three of those things. Now, some examples of NSAIDs are ibuprofen, or you could go to the pharmacy right now and get yourself some Aleve, naproxen sodium, right? That's probably what's at your pharmacy. That's the generic name. The naproxen sodium, aka, is the working ingredient in Aleve that will help with swelling and pain. That's what NSAIDs are. They help with fever, swelling, and pain all at the same time. And they're non-narcotics. So, long term, you're going to need NSAIDs. Long term, it would help to do physical therapy. What kind of physical therapy? Well, for our knee, we would do when we first start physical therapy, yes, we'll do passive range of motion. What's passive range of motion? That's extending and flexing the knee with someone else's help. That's what passive means. Someone has to help you move your knee. Active range of motion is you move the knee on your own. You hyperflex and extend. Hyperflex or extend. You bend the knee. You're on your own. There's also machines you can use to help with your range of motion of the knee. So if you go to physical therapy, that's probably what they're going to do at first. But, of course, they'll send you home. If you use a machine to help you do your knee exercises, that's passive range of motion. If someone helps you move your knee, that's passive range of motion. Active range of motion is when you do it on your own. So they'll probably send you home with active range of motion exercises, right? So, this is a long term, and I think you probably have been suffering from this for a while. Probably secondary to arthritis. Again, I'm not a doctor. Remember, I am a retired nurse, and everything I say is for advice only, and to please check with your medical doctor. Alright? I'm just giving you some immediate help today. Alright? Long term, we're going to have to be on NSAIDs. We're going to have to be on physical therapy. And I'll tell you something else that will help. Immobilize the knee, to stabilize your knee, is to get a knee brace. So wear a knee brace. That will help you. Alright? You've been complaining about that knee for a while. So I would invest in a knee brace as well. It says physical therapy, knee brace, ice, compression socks, elevate, and rest. Alright, there you have it, guys. I hope this helps you better understand what a torn meniscus is. Meniscus is just a fancy name for that ligament inside of our knee that attaches the femur and the tibia bone. And there is the beautiful meniscus right there. It's C-shaped. It goes underneath of these ball and joint bones here. Alright? Alright, guys. God bless you. This has been another Ask a Nurse. And I love doing these because it actually cheers me up. And I will see you in the next video.